The last step in our assembly process is to install the buffer and the buffer spring into the receiver extension tube or the buffer tube. Now, for my gun, since I'm using a fixed stock, I'll be using the rifle style buffer and buffer spring. For people who are doing a collapsible stock or a carbine stock, the buffer is significantly shorter, as is the spring. So I don't know if you can see it all in frame here, but the buffer spring is about 2 inches shorter on the carbine or the collapsible stock version than it is on the rifle version. Installation is exactly the same. So what we'll do, with the hammer cocked, safety in the safe position so that you can't pull the trigger by accident, start feeding the spring into the tube. Sometimes you have to press down on the hammer by hand to get it to clear. There are flat spots in the buffer. With one of those pointing down, it should snap in over that pin and be retained. That completes the construction of a strip blower. So the only thing left to do now is, again, function check it, make sure everything is working. So one last time, with the hammer cocked in the safe position, finger on it to protect just in case something goes wrong. You should not be able to pull the trigger. Moving to the fire position, pulling the trigger should release the hammer. With the trigger held all the way back, pushing the hammer back should lock it back. And when you release the trigger, switch hands here so you can see it. When you release the trigger, the hammer should come forward a little bit but still be retained, and then when you pull the trigger again, it would fire. That is what gives you the semi-automatic operation. So when the gun is cocked and you fire it the first time and hold the trigger back, it fires, recoil, pushes the hammer all the way down, then you have to release the trigger and pull it again for it to fire again. Hope this was helpful. I will be doing the upper assembly here in the next set of videos. Let me know. Thank you very much.